What's good, YouTube? Sensational Sincere here, and I'm back with another Tom Clancy's The Division Vendor Reset video. We're here for May 27th, 2022's Vendor Reset. So let's get right into this to see what we got good for this week. Before I get up into the video, I want y'all to do me a quick favor and smash out on that sub and like button. I appreciate that support because it helps out the channel. And don't forget to hit that bell button too for notifications when I go live or upload new content. One thing I want to say too real quick, I know it's been a couple weeks since I did the Vendor Reset videos, but I am back at it. I'm gonna do this for y'all to help out the people that's still playing this game, that still love this game. I still like this game. Shout out to everybody who still plays Division 1 and drops content for this game. I want to shout out a few channels, just some off the top of my head that I could think of. Rival Tokes, my boy. Toto, my boy. My boy Professor Beam, my boy Not Cronus. He said he's in retirement now, but it's all good. My boy Polyboy, Father Devil, Slayer Gaming, Rebirth. Those guys still stream the game or still drop some type of content for the game. Go support those guys. They still support this game. If you support this game, support them. That's good looking out. If you still play Division 1 and still upload content for this game, go ahead and drop your channel in the comment section. I appreciate that. Let people know too that you still playing this game and they can come through to check out your content. And now without further ado, let's get back into this vendor reset video. For our first gear items, head over to the base of operations. Here the Dark Zone Gear vendor has a rugged mini reflex sight. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the advanced weaponry vendor, and here we got an extended magazine. Next we got a large suppressor FDE, and also here we got a rugged mini reflex sight. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the special equipment vendor, and here we got a Liberator. Next here we got an ACR. Also here we got a classic M1A. Next here we got a tactical M249 Para. Also here we got an operator mask with the Talon Enduring. Next here we got a tactical vest with the Talon Rapid. Also here we got an operator pack with the Talon Inventive. Next here we got some operator gloves with the Talon Savage. Also here we got a prototype performance mod with 3.50% Seeker Mine damage. Next here we got an extended magazine. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we got an ACR blueprint with a gear score of 256. Next here we got a firearms gloves blueprint with a gear score of 256. Next here we got a stamina gloves blueprint with a gear score of 256. Next here we got a flash hider blueprint with a power level 34. For our next gear items, head over to Kermit Station. Here the weapons vendor has a first wave M1A. And also here we got a heavy magazine spring. For our next gear items, head over to Camp Clinton. Here the special equipment vendor has a Cassidy. Next here we got a Liberator. Also here we got a Historian. Next here we got a G36 Enhanced. Also here we got a military M870. Also here we got an M700 Tactical. Next here we got a Black Market RPK 74E. Also here we got a tactical mask with the Talon Tenacious. Next here we got a tactical vest with the Talon Vigorous. Next here we got a prototype performance mod with 3.50% turret damage. Also here we got an extended magazine. For our next gear items, we're still at Camp Clinton. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we got a stamina knee pads blueprint with a gear score of 256. Next here we got a vertical grip foliage green blueprint with a gear score of Next here we got a vertical grip foliage green blueprint with a power level 34. For our next gear items, head over to the last call. Here the weapons vendor has a rugged mini reflex sight. For our next gear items, head over to the ward. Here the gear vendor has an operator vest with the Talon Reckless. And also here we got a prototype performance mod with 3.50% ballistic shield damage. For our next gear items, head over to the grindhouse. Here the weapons vendor has a small grip. For our next gear items, head over to the firewall. Here the gear vendor has some gunslinger gloves with the Talon Savage. Next here we got a prototype firearms mod with 3% damage to elites. For our next gear items, head over to West 31st Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a custom L86A2. Next here we got a tactical mask with the Talon Enduring. And also here we got a high velocity magazine. For our next gear items, head over to West 34th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical ACR. Next here we got some gunslinger gloves with the Talon Savage. And also here we got an extended magazine. For our next gear items, head over to West 39th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has the operator pack with the Talon Specialized. For our next gear items, head over to West 42nd Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a Black Market M60 E6. Next here we got a prototype performance mod with 5% sticky bomb explosion radius. For our next gear items, head over to West 53rd Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical SA58 if you like this weapon. Also here we got a Spec Ops pack with the Talon Specialized. And also here we got a VX1 scope times 12. For our next gear items, head over to East 64th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone Gear mod vendor has a prototype performance mod with 4.50% support station healing speed. For our next gear items, head over to East 58th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone Gear vendor has a Spec Ops mask with the Talon Tenacious. Next here we got an operator vest with the Talon Reckless. And also here we got a tactical pack with the Talon Relentless. For our next gear items, head over to the Park Ave checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone weapons vendor has a Super 90. And also here we got an MG5. For our next gear items, head over to East 53rd Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has a double barrel shotgun. And also here we got a tactical vest with the Talon Rapid. For our next gear items, head over to East 40th Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has an Omega rifle suppressor. For our next gear items, head over to East 31st Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has a burst fire MP5A4 if you like this type of weapon. Next here we got a prototype electronics mod with 263 electronics and 3,131 skill power. And also here we got a loud vent brake. For our next gear items, head over to the 5th Ave checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has a converted SMG 9A2 if you like this type of weapon. For our next gear items, head over to DZ3 safe room. Here the Dart Zone weapons vendor has a military RPK-74M. For our next gear items, head over to DZ4 safe room. Here the Dart Zone gear mod vendor has a prototype performance mod with 3% smart cover damage resilience. For our next gear items, head over to DZ8 safe room. Here the Dart Zone gear vendor has a tactical pack with the Talon Inventive. For our next gear items, head over to DZ9 safe room. Here the Dart Zone weapon mod vendor has a heavy magazine spring. Alright everybody, that's it for our Tom Clancy's The Division vendor reset video for May 27th, 2022's vendor reset. Hope everybody tuned into it, found out something that they needed. Smash on that sub and like button, y'all. Appreciate that support. And I'll see y'all with the next one. Take care. Peace.